Hey everyone, welcome to episode 39, and today we're listening to a band called Alterbridge. I am a fan of Alterbridge. I've been aware of them since, their first album really. I was around a friend's when I was at college, I think, and a friend played me a song called Metalingus off of One Day Remains, their first album, and there was this crazy drum fill in it, and I'd never really heard a feel like that before on the drums, and it really got me into them. And I used to listen to that album all the time when on the way to college and stuff like that, and then followed them since really. So Alterbridge are a American rock band from Orlando, Florida, and they were formed in 2004 by vocalist and guitarist Miles Kennedy, lead guitarist Mark Tremonti, bassist Brian Marshall, and drummer Scott Phillips. So they all got involved. After their former band, Creed, became inactive in 2003, Tremonti and Phillips formed a new band with former bandmate Marshall and new member Kennedy. Alterbridge was formally unveiled in January 2004, months before Creed's official breakup. So today we are listening to Silent Divide, which is a new single off of the 8th studio album, which is actually self-titled, and it's not out yet. The album's going to be released on January 9th, 2026. So a little bit of a wait for the full album. So I'm very excited. So I am listening as a fan, and I'm very excited to hear it, to be honest. So I might not stop it that much, because I just want to hear it, to be honest. But if I get excited, I probably will stop it and start working out some stuff. So I've got my lyrics, I've got me mug on a mug. Here we go. Sharp.
How long will you hold your tongue this time? As your good name is tarnished by these blatant lies. The only way the truth will see the light is exposing guilty murder of the senses. Stop before it starts. Step aside. Don't play the part. Keep your head down. Right on the silent divide.
Cool. That was cool. Nice little change there, going into the second verse. A real kind of surprise, and it was needed at that point. I was starting to kind of like drift off a little bit, and then they sort of made a little change there. That's just my brain. I like to be entertained and surprised by songs, and that did it there. That was pretty cool. Just thinking if there's any other thoughts right now. We'll go back and have a listen to some other bits in a minute and work out some parts. I love the pre-chorus.
On display, another tale of madness. Please don't take the bait. The devil in disguise is steeped in hate.
That bass line was awesome. Let's hear that again.
The devil in disguise is steeped in hate. Tell me so.
is again. Brian Marshall. Cool, another chorus. I love the unison bends on the guitar, which blend really well with like the vocals, backing vocals maybe. Very subtle, but adds a layer, and you know you'd miss it. It would sound a lot thinner if those unison bends weren't there. You know. Second chorus. Is it second chorus? Yeah, second chorus.
Stop, breathe, think, do not cross the line. Stay calm, silence will decide. Wait, watch, remember rage is blind. Remember rage is blind.
Nice harmonies.
Keep your head down, on the silent divide. There's no doubt we'll phase out the lights.
Yes. Tremonti. That's cool. Okay. So, not a huge surprise that that's what it sounded like. It kind of sounds like some of the songs off of their last two, maybe 3 albums. Personally, I like Walk the Sky. There's a few songs in there, but I mainly like their first 4 albums. Solid. But that guitar solo at the end, I'm probably wrong, but I don't think I've really heard recently like that classic wah sound that Tremonti uses on solos. And it reminded me of the first album, which is cool. I'm sure he's done loads of solos like that on other albums, but that took me back to the first album where I've not really had that before. So that's cool. What else have we got here? Okay. So imagine you're talking to Miles Kennedy, and you're like, Miles. He's like, yeah. You're like, you know that theme park that you really like going to, like, Universal. He's like, yeah. It's like, I'm going to take you there. We're going to go on all the rides. He's well up for it. See, that is the first time I think I've heard Miles do a woo. Fantastic. What else? Oh yeah, I'll tell you what else is interesting. The harmony wasn't really that predictable of their stuff at the like the because Miles kind of sings this quite a lot. Oh, like it'll kind of go from the 4 to the 3 and resolve on the major third. That's kind of a thing. And like sometimes the flat 2 to the root, he'll sing that quite a lot, and the harmony will kind of go with that. But this surprised me a little bit. So I just got to try and find the chord progression I'm talking about. As your good name is tarnished by these blatant lies. Yeah, that progression there, I've not really heard them do that before. In a verse, really. So I thought that was a little bit of a different progression. The only way the truth will see the light is... So the riff they're using kind of the blues scale with that tritone from the C sharp there. Exposing guilty murder of the sins. Up to the 3. Let's just do that bit again. Was there? So yeah, these 3 chords here are actually outlining a diminished triad, E diminished. So you got the E, upper tritone to the B flat, and then down, which is the flat 5, and then down to the 3rd. So that's quite an interesting move, harmonically there. So the harmony there with the vocals is kind of doing this Phrygian thing. So you've got the... Is it Phrygian? No, hang on. Oh yeah, no, Miles is singing that. It's sort of Phrygian. I mean, he's singing the flat 2 in the root, and considering we're in C sharp minor, but I can't quite hear if he's sort of resolving on the C sharp major, so you end up with 2 major chords back to back. It sounds like that to me. Yeah. So just the 7 and then the 5. And then there's the flat 2 there. Yeah, it is kind of Phrygian vibes, really. There's a 7. Flat 7 there. Or to the 6, really. And then down to the flat 2. And then chorus, we're in like the sort of parallel major, C sharp major. So it's there, and then we go to the 6, so the natural 6, the A. And it's sort of a major 7 sound because the guitar's doing this arpeggiated thing here. Then we're on the 4 here. Sort of a major 4 there. And then that's sort of like a sus2. I've forgotten it all now. I think it's that. Then it goes down a semitone to the D sharp. Again, a sus2 thing. So you got the E, and then there, and then it's basically like a 2-5. There's the 2-5-1, which is the the C sharp where we started. So who knew you're going to get a 2-5-1, which is kind of like it's in all sorts of music, but it's kind of strongly associated with kind of jazz styles of jazz music, isn't it? A 2-5-1. But this one's a bit more rock and roll, I suppose. Let's just try that chorus again. Oh, what's it doing on the last chord there? Oh, so on the last chord, the 5, before it returns back to C sharp, the broken guitar part is doing another sus2, but it's inverted. So unlike the E, which is like root position sus2, and then root position there, sus2 on the E flat. Just for a smooth voice leading, really, rather than jumping up there. He's putting the E flat or the D sharp at the bottom, so you end up with. So let's play along again. Up. Cool song. It is interesting to me that this is the single. Most of their guitar riffs, to be honest, are fucking mental. Like, you listen to some of the riffs on the first 4 albums, they're really complicated, some of the riffs. So it's quite a simple metal riff, which is great. It fits the song, doesn't it? It's not all about being complicated. But yeah, I am interested to see what the rest of the album's going to sound like, and what other singles they're going to bring forth. So hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you want to hear next in the comments. Other artists, albums, songs, maybe more Alterbridge. I think probably some people are going to say Blackbird. I know that's quite a big song. But just let me know what you want me to check out, basically. Thanks for joining me for another one, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.